support on the highway. A woman miraculously surviving getting shot more than 30 times while driving on I-95 overnight.
Just awful. And that shooter remains on the run. Local 10's Rosh Lowe joins us live from the scene of that crime in Northwest Miami-Dade with more details.
We're seeing this again, another case of gunfire erupting on I-95. This time the victim, an adult female, was traveling northbound on the I in the area of Northwest 119th Street in a white Maserati. According to the Florida Highway Patrol, while traveling, a white sedan pulled up alongside the Maserati. And take a look at the car. The Maserati was shot more than 30 times, hitting the victim several times on the left side of her body. She exited I-95 and the white sedan continued traveling north on I-95. The victim taken to the Ryder Trauma Center, thank goodness, with only non-life-threatening injuries.
Hello, welcome back to Pakatan Season. I'm your host, King Pakatan, and today we're going to talk about a woman driving a white Maserati, shot over 30 times, and several of the projectile hitting their target. But before we get into the story, do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you know every time we post it. But with no further delay, let's get into it. So last Sunday, the first day of the year 2023, they had a woman driving a white Maserati on the I-95. And the vehicle got shot over 30 times by another vehicle. Can you believe this? Let me read this thing from the article. A woman was hospitalized after she was shot multiple times by someone in another car on the I-95 in Miami-Dade early Sunday, authorities say. The woman was driving a white Maserati northbound on I-95 near Northwest 119th Street when a white sedan pulled up and someone inside opened fire. The Maserati was hit by gunfire more than 30 times, and the woman who was driving was hit several times on the left side of her body, officials say. The woman was able to exit the highway at Northwest 119th Street, and the other car continued on I-95. The woman was rushed to Ryder Trauma Center at Jackson Memorial Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, FHP say. There's an ongoing investigation as police search for the shooter. This incident is just the latest in a string of highway shootings, many of them just being road rage. And that's the conclusion of that article. Also, let me give you a crazy fact. From December 2021 through December 2022, there have been 50 shooting investigations by the Florida Highway Patrol Bureau of Criminal Investigation and Intelligence. 13 happened in Broward County and 37 in Miami-Dade County. That's a lot of shootings just between Miami-Dade and Broward. 50 shootings in the year. Shit, that averages to one shooting per week on the highway that we know of. And this is only one division of law enforcement, because this is the Florida Highway Patrol. We're not talking about motherfucking city of Miami. We're not talking about all these other places that probably did their own investigation about shootings going to the highway or coming out the highway. I'll tell you what, if you're planning to move to South Florida, get ready to have a gun. You better have a gun, and you better know how to shoot it. You better be ready. You better watch all your corners. I'll tell you straight up, even if you had a gun, there's not really much you could do unless you've seen them following you. But let me give you my personal opinion about this shit. For these people to follow this lady, pull up right next to her, and light it up like the way they did over 30 rounds, this thing had to be personal. It had to be personal. You cannot tell me this thing happened off of something random, off of motherfucking somebody being pissed off, road rage. There's no way on earth. And I'm going to tell you why. Look, it's 3:30 in the morning, New Year's Day. What the hell is a woman doing outside that time by herself? I'll tell you what I think. It's either a couple of things she's doing. The number one thing that comes to my mind, the woman must have been a stripper. She had to be a stripper. For the simple fact, it's 3:30 in the morning, New Year's Day. The strip clubs are popping at that time. On New Year's Day? Come on, man. And I tell you what, the shit got shut up between 119th Street and the other street, which I believe the street before that is 95th Street. Oh no, I'm lying. It's 103rd Street. So that means she got shot between 103rd and 119th. So the only clubs that I know that's south of that, there's a few clubs, but the one that comes to mind is Take One. That's known as One right now. But I'm letting you know right now, more than likely these people had to know her. They had to know. It either was a baby daddy that she had, that she went out, did some dumb shit, or either she was cheating on her baby daddy, She's probably not watching the kids, some stupid shit like that. Or more than likely, too, it probably was a trick. She probably went like this, tell a motherfucker, yeah, listen, check it out, meet me outside, I'm gonna meet you, we're gonna go home together, woo, and fuck around, the bitch try to leave in her Maserati, the nigga get wind of it, follow the bitch and shoot it up. Mind you, this is just my opinion, because I don't see no road rage, somebody shooting over 30 rounds. Does it happen? Yes, it does happen, but I don't really see it. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm approximately 99.9999% sure they have multiple people in the suspect vehicle. And I'm going to tell you why. The first reason is because how the fuck would this guy pull up right next to the person and start shooting from their passenger side to the person driver's side? So that means the driver has to have one hand on the steering wheel, have the window rolled down, and shoot through the window and shoot at the Maserati over 30 times. I'm like, nah, more than likely one person won't do that. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? No, it's not. If you ever shot out of a vehicle driving 60 miles an hour by yourself, you will know how hard it is. Don't ask me how I know, but you should know. Wink, wink. Also, the other thing that indicates they have two people in the vehicle is that the Maserati, the door was shot all the way from the bottom all the way to the window. Matter of fact, two doors were shot. If a person was to shoot driving out of the passenger door, start shooting at a vehicle from that window and shooting like that, they would have to shoot right through the whole fucking door. And I don't see this person shooting so many holes through the motherfucking door. So I'm gonna tell you what, more than likely they had another person on the passenger side with the weapon engaging on the Maserati. Now you're like, shit, that's pretty good. I got another good shit for you too. You're probably saying, what kind of weapon they had then? I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm going to tell you what I think what kind of weapon they had. They either had an AR-15 or AK-47, right? Because they're over 30 rounds. Wrong. I thought the same thing too, but no, you would be wrong. In my opinion, it will be a Glock with an extended magazine or a drum. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the projectiles didn't go through and through the vehicle. Usually, if you have a rifle, the rounds will go through the door and will keep going through the doors. If not, once it go through the window, it will go through another window. But if you look at these pictures, all you see is the door shot up, and then you look at the other door, the passenger side door, it have no bullets, the window's complete, it's all intact. Trust me, if it would have been a AK round, which is 7.62 by 39, that kinetic energy would have bust right through that fucking door, through both doors. Also, if it would have been a 5.56, it would have done nearly the same shit. Because the 5.56, which is also 2.23, move faster than an AK round. So that's how I know more than likely it had to be a 9mm moving approximately at 1,100 feet per second, and they didn't have enough kinetic energy to go through and through. That's my opinion. Also, I have another good one for you. I think these guys are minority males between the ages of 21 and 42. And you're like, what the fuck? What makes you say that? Shit, I'm putting myself in the scene because I'm a minority male between 21 and 42. Closer to 42. But you know what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah. And if I could be wrong, like with all this shit, but I'm telling you, more than likely this shit happened. It was more than one person in the vehicle. It was males, more than likely between the ages of 21 and 42, with a Glock, more than likely a 9mm, with an extended magazine or a drum, between the ages of 21 and 42, like I said, minorities. Yeah, that's my conclusion. Yeah, fuck, you don't like it? Fuck you too. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what I believe. Anyway, do me a favor, hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. And also, tell somebody, look out for your buddy. You already know who this is. King Pakatan reporting live from anywhere you want me to be at. King Pakatan over and out, you heard?